All
right, welcome back. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a while since we actually got on, so we've been trying to do a lot of things and we've been working. So now, what is it, like a week after the draft?
About a week.
It's actually been like 3 weeks taken because the draft ended a while ago. We just had the schedule release, so we're a few days removed from the schedule release. So tonight we're gonna kind of go from the NBA playoffs. Right now, it's we got game sevens left, right?
We got two game sevens tomorrow.
Bucks and Suns. So we'll kind of get into that. Of course, we'll give a prediction on schedules for our teams, marquee games, marquee matchups, kind of what we think. Rike been handling father duties, so he kind of been in and out lately, just taking care of his business. So before actually looking at the schedule, like me, I'm gonna say my 10. Our over under is I'll say 10. I'm taking over. I think we're a 10, 11 win team before even looking at the schedule, like actually going in game by game.
Okay. Over under 10 for my Saints. I think we can get 10. Like right at 10. It's a possibility. Honestly, depends on Kamara. He's probably gonna get a suspension. He got a hearing in August. But honestly, it'll probably do us better if he does get the suspension, because at least he have his legs under him by playoff time if he can make it there. So
10 wins.
Hey man, stop. Hey, listen. Don't get on here disrespecting my team, man.
I'm just saying. No, man. All right, go ahead, Kevin. Let me.
Before we get into all of it, I don't know. I don't know. I think my team, we lost a lot of guys on defense, secondary wise. So, I mean, I can see us probably going like 9-8 or 8-9, something around there. So, probably just missing the playoffs. Probably just missing it, but
Yeah, I'm seeing about 8.
I'm saying about 8. They got they got a nasty schedule.
Hey man, look, don't keep doubting this like I always do.
I mean, we're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna tell you, like, you might have some unrealistic things. So, I mean, all right, I'm gonna go first, right? 17 game season, 18 weeks. No, I'm sorry, 18 weeks, 17 game season. I like that. I want to start our bye as week 9. I like it. I prefer it a little bit later, but it's halfway through the season. I just hate that we got a lot of easier games than we go into the hard ones. So week 1, we get the Texans. No, I'm sorry. Week 1, we get Seattle. In Seattle. Easy money. Should be a blowout. It should help us with momentum.
If y'all lose.
Nah, man. Wilson gonna be emotional. Going back to Seattle, gonna lose. Gonna do all types of stuff.
Let's be realistic, right? If he lose, then I hope it helps. It helps us gain like something. Like if he happens to lose, like whatever for whatever reason, Judy's still out or whatever. I doubt we lose, but if we do, I hope we get something good from that. We lose, I will be.
Well, realistically, with all seriousness, even if they do lose, it's a, you can always bring good out of a loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope we gain.
If it's not a beatdown loss, like
most of the time a loss, it just refocus you.
Let me take that back because I say that, but if we lose to Drew Lock, bro, that was my
former quarterback.
If he come out here and go 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interception, I swear I'm gonna cry because he was my quarterback for 3 seasons. I'll lose my shit. All right, so game 1. So game 1, Seattle, that's a win, 1-0. Texans at home, first game at home. Russell Wilson is gonna be crazy. That's 2-0. Game 3, where it gets a little bit harder. We got San Fran. Not in love with San Fran. Their defense is good. DBs haven't been the best. It'll be a really big game depending on how it'll show how good our offensive line is, because that's what for San Fran, that's where their team is. The line. Of course, they got middle linebackers too, but their DBs ain't the best. So if we can get the ball out, get them in space, and get something happening, and we got to better run the ball well. If we can do that, we can beat San Fran. Offensively, we're not worried about them. We wish for a shootout. I won't.
One thing you gotta consider though, he did just come from that division, even though he's in a different system now, but he did come from NFC West, so they are familiar with Wilson. So
So they are familiar with Wilson, but they also familiar with Wilson in San Fran system. It's a completely different thing. Now you got to think about it, and it's not the same weapons. It's not the Pete
Well,
Carroll.
of course. You know.
So I get that, and that's why I'm not saying Wilson is used to them because San Fran is a really good team, like ungodly front seven. Them in Washington easily has the best 2 front sevens in the game. So, I mean, I think for us, I think we're gonna win. Some people got us losing just because they're trying to, be a little. People be like, oh, you can't get too high. Then we're gonna win. And that's in San Fran. Oh, we actually at home against San Fran. We definitely should win it. Game 4, we on the road at the Raiders. My heart wants me to sweep them. I think we sweep the Raiders. I think we can sweep the Raiders. So I'm gonna go. That's a win. And I'm at 4-0. That's why it's getting harder, right? Game 5 against the Colts. I'm not scared of Matt Ryan. My defense better come play. 6-0. That's the hard. This is me. I'm just saying. Chargers at the Charger, we lose that. We come 6-1. I think at home, and it's not like Charger got a crazy fan base in LA, but I think they are a good team. And I just think early, this is gonna be our biggest game because the Raiders are good, but I think the Chargers are a different type of team altogether, like defensive wise and everything. So, all right, so we 6-1. The Jets, we should win that. Jaguars, we win that. So we go 8-1 going into our bye. Everybody be on, loving us, whatever. This is me. This is my ideal scenario. All right, because some people and I think why people giving us loss to San Fran is because they don't want to be, we're going to be 7-1 going into the bye. Because they don't want to say that. But me, I don't give a fuck. Titans. He don't got no weapons. We're going to win that. 9-1. Raiders, we're going to be in Oakland. No, we're going to be at home in this game. See, this is so hard. I don't want to get into that 10 and all those. I really think we can win our schedule until we get to these last games. Panthers, we should win. Oakland, I think we should win. So right now I'm at 10-1, 11-1, whatever. All right, Baltimore. We're gonna lose to them. They just got so deep. I think they'll present something that we haven't played, and it's that quarterback and that scheme. They're a real run heavy team. So we might lose to them, puts it at 11-2. Chiefs. We at home, we winning that one. We will win that. We're going to beat the Chiefs at home. I guarantee it. I'll bet money. Cardinals, we're at home. It's late in the season, we can beat Kyler. So at this point, we got 2 losses. We against the Rams in LA. We're going to win that one. Yeah. I just see this is the thing. If you ever, I don't know how many interviews y'all watch, but I've watched interviews of Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, and Matthew Stafford. They seem like they content now. You know what I'm saying? Like they seem like they rotted in that. Like, something like Brady. Like Brady's like, I want the next ring. Like I'm back into season. I gotta win another one. Like they like, yeah, I just won the Super Bowl. I finally did. Aaron Donald was talking about retiring. Like I feel like they lost that dog in them. So
but Aaron Donald gonna sack Wilson 2 or 3 times that game.
That I won't do. He probably, I ain't gonna lie, he gonna get there. So, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Tom, bro. Odell, no Robert. Like we'll see. I think we can win. So I got.
They still got Cook.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's respectable.
Yeah, Mr. Triple Crown,
But the funny part is Cup ain't get that love before last season, but at the same time, he didn't have a quarterback of Matthew Stafford.
Cup been getting that love. Motherfuckers just ain't like him like that.
Nah, come on, bro. I'm not talking about Cup like that. His quarterback also is Jared Goff, so it's probably, you know what I'm saying?
And he was still making Jared Goff look good.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing what he's doing now. He could have been doing it if he had a better quarterback. All right, so I think we lose to the Chiefs. That's a 3rd loss, and we lose to the Chargers, our last game of the season. That puts us at 4 losses. So ideally, I said a 10-win team, but I think we can really go 13-14. Just looking at this, 13-4, looking at the schedule, bro. Come on, bro. Like, let's be like, and I think we might get one of those. We lose to a team we ain't supposed to. Baltimore may get us. I'm the Cardinals. I feel confident because it's late in the season. This is out of my last 6. The Rams, they're in LA. It's a Christmas game. We don't know. But I still feel how I feel about my boys. On paper, you're gonna say, "Oh, it's the Rams." The Raiders may get one out of us, so we may end up losing like 5. But there's no way we're losing more than 6 games. And this is my team. Like, this is me. I think everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, see, this is." I think the difference is like just like with when it comes to KVI and his Patriots, he got ungodly love for Mac Jones. So for me, like I know my team. Like I'm looking at training camp, I'm looking at everything. I've seen what my receivers can do with terrible quarterbacks. So I believe we have a really good wide receiver room. Tight end room is gonna be good. I would love to see Noah Fant with Russ Wilson, to be honest, but he's going now. So I think we're gonna have a good team. And I think our defense, our defense, I don't think is gonna be as good as it was. That's one thing I will say.
You done?
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad you're done because yeah, I won't even make a comment on that. You know, I guess you don't believe in growing.
Yeah, I got a couple of comments on that too.
So okay, you saying growing pains? So let's talk about growing pains. What did the Rams start when they got Matthew Stafford?
Oh, here you go. That's not.
I'm
that's
just
not
saying,
the,
like, if we
I
go,
am. You're talking more about the results. I'm not talking about the result. Y'all can still possibly win. I'm saying the regular season.
what did the Bucks lose the first year with Brady? What did the Broncos lose the first year with Peyton Manning?
First of all, your team is not as good as those teams. You just think that.
No, you just don't believe that. It's okay.
It's your team, so I get you got all the confidence in the world.
Yeah,
but they're not as good as that Bucks team or the Rams.
So okay, no, I tell you that we're not close to the Bucks team. That Rams team that won last year. At the time of the Matthew Stafford trade, we was, but after Odell, Von Miller, no, it was not a chance. But early, they was come on, bro. No, early in the season, after that Matthew Stafford trade, people was not gonna pencil them in to win the championship. But after they got Von Miller, everybody's a contender. Everybody that's got a chance to be top 2 in their division is going to be a contender, except the NFC East and AFC South. But everybody is a contender. Like, come on now. We can say the Cardinals are contenders. Do you expect them to go far? No.
Possibly.
That's different.
I'm just saying, like, everybody's technically a contender. Like, it's just I'm just being. If you got a quarterback, you're a contender in the NFL.
Yeah.
The Jaguars are a contender.
If you have a quarterback. He has not proven stuff yet.
Well, KV, you want to go with your team?
Yeah, let's go about these boys.
All right, can somebody pull up my schedule for me real quick?
I see you want to pull the schedule.
Hold on, I got
because I only know our first game, and that's against Miami. I'm not enthusiastic, but I'm not excited about that game. I am not excited about that game. I am not excited. Again, that's our first game again.
I'm gonna give you a schedule. Y'all are in Miami for game 1.
All right. So that we might be able to get the W. It's beginning of the season. Wait. Hear me out. Just hear me out. We're better against them at the beginning of the season because we always have to go to Miami at the end of the season when everybody's getting cold, except Florida. Come on now. You guys, and then they're in New England. I'm not trying to make up excuses, but think of the cold, the warm, just saying.
All right. So you're giving them a W against the Miami in game 1.
In that game one. Yes. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Game 2, you in Pittsburgh.
I think their defense gonna be a problem. But I think our offense is there. I feel like it will probably end up coming to a shootout, and I feel like the Steelers probably won't be able to keep up.
Trubisky gonna get y'all.
A shootout between Mac Jones and Mitchell Trubisky.
I don't think Pickett gonna start right away. So I think Trubisky will probably be in.
Right. I mean, I can see them like trying to run the ball down our throat. Like,
so win or loss.
I mean, I could probably see it as a win.
I honestly think the Steelers defense can beat y'all
alone. At least turnover. At least a scoring touchdown.
I think TJ Watt is going to be a problem, but I feel like if our offensive line can keep TJ Watt in line, we can be cool.
People say that as if they don't have other weapons on their defense.
Bro, stop it, right? All right, game
Hey,
3.
bro, hey, what Joy say? What Joy say? This is my team, so my
Yeah,
opinion,
you're right.
right?
You're right. You're right.
Right,
All right,
right.
all right, you got 2 wins. All right, so you 2-0. You open up at home against Baltimore.
Against Baltimore? Yeah, I ain't gonna catch you, but the Baltimore defense is already looking.
They gonna get nasty.
I don't expect our defense to keep up with Lamar. So I feel like that's gonna be our first loss right there.
Oh, speaking of this, y'all know Brady got 14 of 17 home games.
He got what?
14 of 17 home games.
14 to 17.
I gotta look
like
it up,
two.
but I heard Brady 14 out of their 17 games are at home. I gotta look it up.
Ain't no way.
14, 15, 16, 17?
Like I'm gonna look it
So
up.
only 3 road games. Ain't no way.
I'm gonna look it up. But all right, so Patriots, they next game they go to Green Bay.
Not gonna catch you. Aaron Rodgers don't got no clue number one. So, but our defense is kind of trash. Oh, I ain't gonna catch you. We gonna make fucking whoever the nigga that just drafted like a fucking god. I'm not gonna even catch you. So we gonna probably go 2-2 to start the month.
All right, 2-2. All right, now y'all you go back home. You get Detroit.
That could be a dub, boy. If we lose to Detroit, it's a major problem.
All right, so you 3-2.
Yeah, them boys in Detroit play hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. All right, here
I
we
ain't
go.
gonna cap. Jameson Williams and their defense might give us the blues a little bit, but I feel like we should be able to.
James, I don't know if James is gonna play it early, but all right, week 6, y'all are 3-2. Courtney, you go to Cleveland.
If y'all in Cleveland, y'all definitely not winning.
They in Cleveland.
That would probably be a loss right there.
Probably.
That'd probably be a loss.
Deshaun back. But they might beat y'all with Baker. I'm just saying.
Baker ain't gonna play.
Probably not.
Whatever.
He probably be away from the team.
Because they supposed to be us that 1 year when they had Odell and didn't do shit. But okay.
The quarterback also Baker.
Okay. So. I don't give a. You just said they can beat us with Baker, but we beat their ass with Baker.
All right. So you 3-3. You at home against Chicago.
We should be able to beat Chicago. I'm not worried about Chicago.
All right, you go back on the road against the Jets.
All right, so that first game we should win.
All right, you 5-3. You go home. You got the Colts.
The Colts gotten better. Matt Ryan is not trash in my book. Atlanta is just, I don't know. Atlanta is just a terrible front office. I don't know what their problem is, but Matt Ryan not a bad quarterback. So, and then they got a good wide receiving core. So I'll probably see us dropping the 5-4.
All right, y'all go back home and play the Jets.
All right. So that game, I ain't gonna lie to you. That game might give us the blues because I feel like Speed gonna kill our ass at that point. So
y'all go on a bye, then y'all go home to get the Jets.
A bye? I don't know, because after last year, we went on the bye, and our bye was so late, and them men, I don't know what the fuck they did on the bye week, but them motherfuckers is just not it.
So you got y'all losing the Jets to this time, so y'all 5-5?
Yeah.
Okay. The Minnesota, you hit the Minnesota. You on the road.
Yeah, not being Minnesota.
I'm gonna go 6-5, but Chris is gonna say differently.
Their defense.
All right. Okay. All right. Here you go. This one to get ugly. Buffalo at home.
Y'all getting swept by Buffalo.
He better not.
Y'all are definitely getting swept by Buffalo. Y'all not winning the game.
I feel like we can take one. We can take one. We can take one. We can take one.
Y'all
yeah,
home.
So yeah. Well, last year's roster. I don't know about this year.
Okay, so y'all at home. Y'all at home. You got this win.
We can take one.
So what is it? 7-5?
Yeah, that's 7-5.
Y'all go on the road against Arizona. Week 14.
Now that's the iffy one. Because the Cardinals are always hit and miss.
Yeah,
Late,
Kyle, a little
late.
short ass gonna light y'all up.
Y'all gonna lose.
I mean, if they fully healthy, I kind of expect them to.
So win or loss?
Loss. Just say it loss.
If they fully healthy, then
Loss.
yeah, it's a loss.
All right, so a loss.
I just go with a loss if they fully healthy because I expect Drake to be back. So
He tried to sugarcoat it.
Right.
but
So he's 7
if
and 6.
if they not healthy, we beating them.
All right, so you 7 and 6. You go on the road in Las Vegas. I'm sorry, they Vegas, the Raiders.
He's gonna say open, but
You already know what that is. Come on.
what did I say? What we 7-6 right now?
You're 7 and 6.
I ain't gonna lie, that Oakland game probably be tough because Devontae Adams probably gonna end up showing up because we ain't got no clear number one. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a loss too.
So
Because that and that will probably run the ball.
and this is when y'all lose out. Miss Cincinnati, you 7 and 7. Cincinnati at home.
They got a better offensive line than us. That's a loss.
7 and 8. You go home, you play the Dolphins.
That's a loss.
7 and 9.
Tyreek can lie out at that second game.
Buffalo week 10 in Buffalo.
That's a loss.
7 and 8.
Especially after last year, that state is gonna be fucking loud. Them motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to hear.
Yeah, and they about to get a new stadium soon too.
7 and 10, top 15 pick in the draft.
They gonna. Nah, I say between like 15 and 20, maybe 21 again.
Not at 7 and 10.
Well, where are we 7 and 10? I mean, like I said, barely just missing the playoffs. Barely.
That ain't barely, bro. In the AFC, bro, the people that's gonna make the playoffs in the AFC are probably gonna each be like 10 wins.
I'm about to say 10 plus easy.
We are all because we all play. Most of us play the NFC.
But that's only 3 games apart.
We gonna beat the 10. Okay, that's the difference when it's 7 teams in the AFC.
But somebody's gonna go 10 and 7. There's gonna be two. There's gonna probably be at least 2 teams that go 10 and 7.
Possibly.
That's a 3-game difference.
Maybe.
Still, you just have to go on the road. It's been done.
All right, so I don't know because my team we won 7 games last year, and we had the number 9 pick. So you never know.
Never know. You never know.
All right, Chris. Let's see. We missed the 30 for 30.
Hey, look, don't disrespect Jameis, all right? All right. So week one, we got the Falcons. I feel it's an easy win. It's on the road, but I don't trust Mariota enough to beat our defense. I think Mariota might have a cool game because our defense, for some reasons, kind of have its lapses at times. But that first game, we got that one. So then we at home against Tampa Bay. We always play Brady well for some reason. I don't know why, but we played them good. I think we can get that one. It's a toss-up, really, but I think we can get that one. I think we can get that though. Wow. We play Carolina week 3. I think we can get that one too. So 3-0.
I should be able to win it.
Week 4, I think is a loss. We travel to London against the Vikings. I honestly think we're going to – no, see, y'all not listen to me. I personally think we're going to lose that game, even though we shouldn't. But I think since we're traveling to London, I think we're going to end up losing just because we're traveling.
So the only reason I'm going to stop you is because now y'all have a lot of veterans, bro. I feel like y'all veterans should have y'all team ready and prepared. Y'all have a defensive coach. Y'all defense should win that game for you.
You know what I mean?
I feel like the time
I'm
zone.
saying, listen. You know how many teams have veterans and still lose games?
No, but okay. You bring in a leader like the Honey Badger,
the Broncos.
You're gonna leave it like Jarvis.
No, listen. Y'all was just talking. I'm being more realistic. All right. I just feel like
I get what you're saying,
but losing to the Vikings is what I'm saying. Y'all can win.
But
do y'all know how many times that type of shit happens?
I'm saying, I get it. You right.
No, listen. You know how many times that type of shit happens all the time?
Right. Yeah.
Like you talking about the Bucks, I feel like we're gonna lose later to them when we play them in Tampa Bay. So let me finish. So anyway, week 5, we play Seattle. That should be an easy win at home. Week 6, we play Cincinnati
Rain
at
y'all
home.
ass.
I don't think we're gonna beat Cincinnati that game. So yeah, I think we'll have like 2 losses at that point. Then we play Arizona. I think we can beat Arizona. Yeah, I think we can beat Arizona. Week 8, we play the Raiders. We're gonna lose to the Raiders. Week 9, play Baltimore at home. I think we might lose that game.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on. What you got? 3 losses?
Let me see.
Vikings, Raiders,
Yeah.
Ravens.
Yep. No, and 4 losses at that point. So I said Cincinnati too.
4. Okay.
So then week 10, play Pittsburgh. I think we should get that one. Week 11, we play the Rams. I think we can get that one. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think we can pull it out and we can be at home. Week 12, San Francisco. That's going to be a tough one. I honestly think we might lose to them. But I'm going to say I think we can edge them out because they lost a lot of stuff and there's a lot of uncertainty with the San Francisco right now. So I think we can get that one. Then we play Tampa Bay week 13. I think we're going to lose that game on the road. Then week 14, we go into our bye. Week 15, we play the Falcons at home. I think we got that one. Week 16, this is just me being wishful thinking. We play the Browns. I think we can get them, but I think it's going to be super tough to beat them because we're playing them in Cleveland. Like, I honestly think that it would be hard for us to lose. I mean, win that game. But me wishful thinking, I think we can end up getting that one. Week 17, we play the Eagles. I think we can get that one. Then week 18, in the finale at home, play the Panthers. I think we can get that too.
So you have 7 losses? 10-7?
About, yeah. I said about 10 and 11, so yeah. I feel like that checks out to me. So
I feel like you giving Jameis Winston too much.
It's not really Winston. I just feel like the pieces around him. Honestly, the thing is,
wait.
My
What's
biggest
his record?
What?
What was your record? What was the record?
I think 10-7.
About 10-7.
Okay.
But
okay.
I don't really. It's not that I trust Jameis so much. Thing is, I would have more faith in my team if we still had Sean Payton. But the fact that we don't have him,
what's the offense gonna look like?
That's why the first few games is gonna be what tells me if they can still have the same, not same, because it's not gonna be the same, but if they can have a similar looking offense to what they had in years previous, even without Sean Payton, and like, cause we got new weapons, and that's the messed up part. Because if Sean Payton had these weapons, oh man, like that would have been beautiful because he would have put Jameis in the right situation to like not fuck up. So the first like 3 or 4 games is gonna tell a story of kind of how our season gonna go, and that's gonna be that, you know. So hopefully Jameis, you know, honestly, all you gotta do is cut out all the turnovers. But honestly, a few of those losses I had against like some of the weaker teams, just because I feel like we're gonna have our ups and downs throughout the season. So like, you know, but that's just me trying to be realistic, you know, because we could even go 9-8, you know, but I feel like being in the NFC I'm saying it's gonna be work to our advantage. So I feel like not no matter what, but like if we go at least 9-8 or 10-7, we're gonna make the playoffs.
So, oh man, I feel like you gave your team that Vikings loss to try to overlook some of them other losses I feel are more reasonable.
Well,
week 13, something like that.
It's week 16, so it's late in the season. So like they should be back. They should be clicking. I understand, but I'm just saying that's just me benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, but like anything can happen any given Sunday. But I feel like we can get that one. So especially if they showing me what they supposed to be showing me at that time. It's like we can go through the season. Like if they not showing me what, you know, I think they should. So yeah, then that probably would be a loss. But we done seen all type of shit happen in the NFL. So like, you know, we just gotta watch the game and see. But I think we can beat Cleveland in Cleveland. It's gonna be cold as hell, but we'll see.
All right, so what's Jameis' numbers?
For the season?
Yeah, what's your prediction for touchdown, interceptions, and yards?
Oh man, I told you, man. I told you he's gonna probably get like around 30-something touchdowns, 15 interceptions. You
And
know,
that's win 10 games every
hey, our defense gonna be coming up with some stops, man. I think realistically, I'm hoping like if I had to really guess, I say 15 just because I don't think he's gonna really get 15. I think he's gonna have like at least like probably 10 interceptions, probably like 30 and 10, 20. All right, don't disrespect Jameis.
20. I don't know that. I don't know. I think they
not with those weapons because
with Kamara. Yeah. They
first of all, matter of fact, yeah. Let's bring up the topic of you disrespecting him in the group chat, talking about talking about Kavion, talking about when he was in Tampa Bay, like he had the best weapons. Mike Evans wasn't who he is now, and Godwin.
No.
Mike Evans has always been a good wide receiver.
He's always been good. He's always been good. Not
hell no.
Oh my god, no, that's not what I'm saying. No, y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
Say it.
So you can't say Brady didn't make him better. No, don't say nothing after. I'm saying because he broke records his first like 3 seasons. Mike Evans. Not saying he was a bum, but it still was Jameis throwing him the ball. I'm saying Tom Brady is still better than him, so it would elevate him. Just like when we brought up Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp, it's the same thing. You can be a good player, but your numbers elevate when you get a better quarterback. That's all I'm saying. But Godwin, he wasn't that. But obviously, he was able to. He was not as good as when Brady came. You can don't know. He had the potential to be that, but with Jameis, he really only looked at Evans. If you look at those seasons,
so
I'm not saying that he wasn't that good. I'm saying with Jameis, his primary weapon was Evans. He didn't really.
No, okay, I know, but Jameis, remember that last season Jameis was there. He was 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions, or 31, whatever, and he had 5,000 yards.
No, I'm saying but then after that he was
gone.
That. After that he was gone though.
No, what I'm saying is,
you could see it that last season that he was there. I'm talking about like kind of like before that, but yeah, of course,
that was the growing period for everybody. Jameis wasn't the Jameis who was that last year.
That's the point I'm making. That's all I'm saying. Y'all taking it and blowing it out of proportion. Like I'm calling Mike Evans trash or something. Like,
but okay, I'm not saying that. But Mike Evans was a good receiver. Chris Godwin was a good receiver. They had OJ Howard. They had Cameron Brate. They had Rojo, which I don't know why Rojo took a step back when Brady got there. I don't know what was up with that. So they had a
very good offensive line,
and they had the same defense. So
y'all not getting the fact of what I'm saying. It's Brady versus Jameis. Like,
no, what I'm saying is Jameis had a really good core.
But he's
how much better can you get?
He's not that good to elevate them. That's what I'm saying. Even with the pieces around him, I feel like with New Orleans, having Sean Payton was the key. Yeah. That's why I wanted to see what happens this season. I'm saying if you replace Brady with you replace Winston with Brady, that's easy with those weapons. That's all I'm saying because I feel like we all can say that Winston is an average quarterback. He's an average quarterback. KVI might think he's trash, but he's trash. He's an average quarterback. That's like if you swap anybody out, like they did Jared Goff as. They brought Matthew Stafford. They won a fucking championship.
I think he has that what's his name? That Ryan Tannehill era type of thing.
I don't know.
All right, so while we are a few minutes left on this before we have to take our break, Kavion, what's your record? Oh wait, how many yards, Chris?
How many yards? Oh, he's gonna at least 4,000.
All right, Kavion, what you got?
For Mr. Matt, I'm gonna say about at least. I'm probably going to end up. He probably going to at least 35.
35 touchdowns.
Oh wait, what are we talking? Are we talking about touchdowns or yards?
Both. Everything. Touchdowns, yards, interception.
Touchdowns. I mean, I don't even know how many my boy threw last year, but I'm gonna say about
like less than 20.
I say about maybe 10.
10 what?
10 interceptions. But I think he should end up throwing by at least 25 plus touchdowns. Maybe 30. He's gonna end up going maybe for 35 and 10.
35 and 10. How many yards?
Yards, I say close to 4,000.
All right, that's he had about close to 4,000 last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say he had almost 4,000 last year. If you don't get
let me put his stacks up.
I think they made
if he don't get to 4,000, I expect him at least get to at least like 37 or 38.
Yeah, he had 38 last year and 22 touchdowns and 13 interceptions.
All right, 3 less interceptions.
I'm gonna go 45, 8.
Get off this.
And 4,500 yards. You don't think he can throw 45 touchdowns?
It's not about what I think he can do. I just don't know if they're going to scheme it that way.
That's the question. How Hackett should give him the range that they gave Rodgers, and we'll see what happens.
No, that's kind of how anybody would think about that team. Just we don't know how they're going to like really go into the season. Because like honestly, I would prefer for my team to air it out, but I don't know if they're going to do that.
I think we will though. I think, bro, as much if you heard his coach talk, all he talked about how much he loved Russell Wilson. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna be earning that out. Like
that's good PR, but
no, but it doesn't make sense. He don't talk about keep the game balanced and run more and balance it and keep the. No, he's like, we're gonna earn it out. We're gonna do this. Let Russ cook.
Well, let Russ cook on this break. We'll be right back.
All right. All right, we back. So, really quick, I think my 45 touchdowns for Russell Wilson is very reasonable.
I think it's reasonable. I guess it just depends on how they scheme it up. I was saying.
It's true. I think 8 interceptions. Russ has never been a crazy interception guy. And I think that's reasonable. And I think 4,500 yards. And this is me being modest. It really depends on what level our receivers take. How good they play, if they play their potential. For me. So I think that's reasonable. I think Javonte is going to have a really good year. We still got Melvin Gordon, so we'll see how they go for us. And I just just quick look glance. I think honestly, my point of view, I think Mac has a decent season. I don't think he goes to the Pro Bowl again. I think Derek Carr hits the Pro Bowl this year. And Jameis, will Jameis be a Pro Bowler? I mean, think about it. But no, just for real, think about it. If you guys are a good team,
Jameis is not making the Pro Bowl.
If y'all are winning, and there's not too many. What you got? Brady, Rodgers. I guess you got
Stafford. Yeah, he's not making the Pro Bowl.
He's not making the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, you're right. He got Kyler. Yeah,
he just needs to play well.
He does, but what if he goes crazy early?
I don't care about the Pro Bowl. I just want to win. I don't even care how it happens.
Nobody cares about the Pro Bowl. I mean, it's good that you get to look at there.
I don't even watch the goddamn Pro Bowl. I don't care.
Nobody watches the Pro Bowl. I only watch the Pro Bowl just because I want to watch football. And I
should have watched the Pro Bowl this year because Alvin Kamara was beating motherfuckers up before the Pro Bowl. But so
I didn't watch the Pro Bowl. I watched the Skills Challenge, and I ain't gonna lie. The crazy part, I swear, if y'all watch that Skills Challenge, if you see what I posted on Facebook, I was like, "Give me Russell Wilson." If y'all watch that Skills, that man was so accurate and crazy during that throwing challenge. Even when they was on the move, like all of that. It was me. I was just excited.
Well,
this was before he became our quarterback. I just watched how good, how accurate Mac Jones is. And
I'm not saying
Chris may not agree, but
no, I'm not saying he's not accurate. He's just you basically put him in the same breath. I know you're not comparing them, but don't say it as if he's that accurate.
Well, I'm saying they went against each other in the Skills Challenge, and Mac was missing a lot.
Fuck Chris.
So that's all I'm saying. That's all I was saying. Like, just because I know Mac's an accurate guy, he don't have the big arm, but he can really get the ball there. So he's been honest.
Mm.
All right, enough football. We gave
I
our
expect Russ to do something.
huh?
I expect Russ to do something. He's
Yeah, do something.
gonna
That's all I know. But
do something.
it's gonna be a lot of eyes on the coaches too. So we'll see. So I jump into the playoffs. So I will admit, I thought it was over, right? In the group chat, everyone was like, "How do you know? You know how you everybody is." But if you watch the game, and I'm talking about the Bucks and the Celtics series, if you watch the game, I think the Celtics had a 7-point lead with like a minute left. And it's how they squandered that lead at home. You would think the Bucks will go home and take care of business.
Yeah, you would think that.
The Celtics was blowing the Bucks out, I believe, before everything came crumbling down.
Yeah, but
right. And it was really like the Bucks couldn't even get close. Then it just, I was like,
it all comes down to who has the better stretch.
In some games, it just happens. And with certain teams, it shouldn't happen. Like with Boston, no way that should have happened. But
especially with those caliber
I still felt that Boston was good enough. They're not gonna just lie down and just take an L like that. Even with them going back to Milwaukee, I just didn't see them losing. I just felt that it was definitely gonna go 7 games. Like this is a series that because Giannis, he's a dog. But Tatum, he came with it last game, 46.
Oh, that man could not miss.
Yeah, and he was getting to all his spots. So like they going next game, they're gonna have to really like figure out. And the thing is, they was putting everybody on him. Like everybody had a chance to guard him, and he was torching them. Like from
he was hot. He was just hot. Simply.
He was hot. Like in the game like that, you can't stop him.
And that's what they're gonna need for Game 7. Honestly, I mean, Jalen and it's going to come down to.
I don't think they're gonna need that. They could use it, but I don't think they're gonna need it, especially them being home. I feel like some of the other role players will probably play better. But like if it comes down like the clutch, yeah. But I feel like early in the game, I feel like other people will get involved. I feel like the X factor in Game 7 is gonna be Al Horford. That's just my opinion. Al, like the last game they won before that, Al had like his biggest playoff scoring game.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he can do so much. He can. He's very versatile. He can play make. He can shoot from deep. He can post you up. He can do everything. So like, other than like Marcus Smart, he like the other energy guy for real. Honestly, even at his older age. But I feel like Al probably gonna be. You kind of know what Tatum gonna give you. Like except that one outlier game that he kind of didn't do anything. But like what Tatum's gonna give you. But like Al Horford, he's consistent, and I feel like he can have a big game. He can help to win the series.
I think for me, the X factor is going to be Jrue Holiday.
Well, no, that's what I was going to say for at least for the Bucks. Yeah,
I think the reason they lost is he was basically a no-show.
Yeah, he couldn't score.
He was a no-show. Giannis is going to give you 40. He might give.
I thought he was going to get 50. I know.
That's
what I was going to say in the group chat. I was going to say, I still think Boston going to win, but I think Giannis is going to show it for sure. I think he's going to get like 50.
I think he's going to give you a 50 trip, and it's going to be crazy. And we need Chris Middleton, and this shows how important Chris Middleton is because he's a player that can get his own shot. But I need Jrue Holiday. I need Grayson Allen to come on, man, hit some shots. Like Grayson needs to hit some shots. Wesley Matthews needs to hit some shots.
Connaughton is a big one too.
Connaughton, yeah, they've been no shows, bro. It's literally been a couple shots here and there, and Giannis just willing them. Bobby Portis has been bigger in this series than them.
Yeah, and he's like that energy guy too. So he got to
like
step up.
Yeah, I can say he's more the defensive guy.
But he can score too. When you get
he can score, but they really
he's more of an energy guy. But like he got to step up too.
Yeah, he played well though. I would say him playing consistent is fine. What you really need, and this is for me, what you really need is you need Jrue Holiday.
Well, no, yeah, he's the other star.
He got to come with it. Like he has to. And the one thing I realized that Milwaukee does a lot is they're going under on all the screens. Remember how I kept having a conversation how players don't fight? Milwaukee is the only team that I see that they fight, but they're going under all the screens. They're not going over. They're not trying to go on top or fight through them or even stop the screen from happening.
Yeah,
They-
Boston, the wrong team to do it against.
And Boston is
Yeah.
killing them. I watch Marcus Smart. So he know you're gonna go in. He's gonna take that shot. He's gonna stop and take the shot. You seen Jason said, "Are you gonna go in? I'm going to shoot this." Jaylen Brown's the same way. They're going to shoot those off the top. They're going to just do it. Like, and I think that's the problem. And I think the fact that Horford and Grant Williams can shoot, it literally just it
Grant,
took.
I love Grant Williams.
I hated him at Tennessee, but he's a really good player for them.
I love Grant. Yeah, like for that team, like what he brings to that team, and then like of course no one can stop Giannis, but like he do a decent job.
Yes.
Like, you know, so
It's kind of I never thought so. Again, I'm a Kentucky fan, so he's in the SEC with me. He used to kill us. Like college him, oh my god! But he wasn't shooting like he is now, and he wasn't. I would say he's not. He wasn't as mobile as he is as a defender now. So he was just a really good center that was really good. Like I promise y'all, that man was good. So who he became now to see him have that type of success is really, it's pretty cool. But man, like Giannis 50 triple dub, I gotta see. For me, Drew Holiday got to get it going. If he doesn't, it's just gonna be probably a 15-point loss. I got Milwaukee winning. And I think this is where the Giannis shows the world he's the best player on the planet. I think, and it's not just the 50-point triple. I think it's how he does it, managing the game, and then clutch plays. And I think this is where it's like, yeah, like, all right, this is what after that, we all be in a group chat, which we all should agree now that he's the best player on the planet.
oh yeah, I thought that even before that. So
Yeah, I thought
Yeah, I was
after
gonna
that
say.
second MVP, I was like, yeah, it's him. Like it was it. But I think it's really gonna pop people. Like everybody, I'm like, yeah, he's the best.
yeah, I just feel like he's the only player in the league like currently that can like will his team, like because LeBron he can't do it anymore. Like
We ain't doing it.
yeah,
Luka not doing it.
Giannis, he's like the only person like in the league right now that can will his team to victory, like and put the team on his back like single handedly.
Jokic's trying. Okay, so I have a somewhat of a hot take, and now this may be crazy, but it may not. If y'all see where I'm coming from, Luka reminds me of Michael Jordan because how great he is so early, and his numbers are crazy, but it's not leading to success. Remember, Michael was averaging 30 a game.
Yeah.
So remember, I think through the first 20 games, Luka is third all times in points per game in the playoffs. Michael, I think, was like 35. Luka's at like 32. So he reminds me of that young Michael Jordan because it's known that he's the next best thing on the planet, but he's just not having that success. And that's
I can see that comparison.
like we know he can't be stopped. Like
No,
literally.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you
All
can't.
knows this.
Like no matter who you put on there, he like. And the thing is, and you know what he's gonna do. He's gonna step back.
Yeah.
But, like,
Right.
but the thing is, he's so shifty where it's like, and like he's a good playmaker. So like you can't really just like guess that he's gonna step back because he can pass it, and like he's shifty as hell. And so even and then like he's not fast. That's the crazy thing. He's not like, but he's quick enough to like get his moves off. So
Luka is not a great 3-point shooter. He shoots a lot of them.
yeah,
It's a nice amount, but
he's gonna have to clean up those.
But
I
at
feel
the
like-
same time, he give you 40, 50 mid-range in the bucket, taking his time, slow turnaround jumpers. Like he got it all
Yeah,
without a crazy handle.
yeah, and the thing is too, I feel like when he came back from his injury, it just took everybody else kind of a while to like gel back with him. You know how you start playing without like your superstar. Like it still take a little minute for like to let everybody adjust back to him. But like,
Right.
but now I feel that's gonna be an interesting game 7 against Phoenix. I think Phoenix should win, but I can't count Dallas out. Not with Luka on the team, but I definitely think Phoenix gonna win.
Me, I'm taking Phoenix. I think Chris Paul has played terrible the last 4 games. I take a 25-point, 10 assist game from Chris Paul. Devin Booker goes for 30. I think Phoenix wins.
Yeah, book gotta go off.
Yeah, for me, I'll probably say Celtics.
I'll be right back.
It's gonna be a close game. But
Now, motherfucker, how you gonna switch teams? We was talking about the Suns and here's what us doing you.
wait, what I think about who?
No, I'm saying we was talking about the Mavs and Suns. You gonna go to the Celtics?
No, because I ain't get my take on either one.
Oh well, get your shit off.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. But anyway, I'm gonna say the Celtics for Game 7, just because I mean I feel like it's gonna be close. Giannis gonna play a big part, but I feel like the Celtics gonna be able to pull it out. They've been playing horrible the last couple of home games, but I feel like they're gonna be able to step it up. Like they were saying, the road players are gonna be able to step up and everything. But for that Mavs and Suns game, probably end up saying the Suns too. But the Mavs, Luka will make it close.
I think if the Suns lose, Chris Paul should retire.
Damn.
And I'm not saying
Wow.
he's 37 and he's playing in a way right now. These last 4 games, I've never seen him play.
See,
But
I can't say that. You know,
But
I
then this man just go for like
I get what you're saying because like
100%.
I get what
Go
you're
out
saying.
at a decent player. Don't.
I feel like you're judging it too hard because like you can say the same thing with LeBron because LeBron he had a good season to like some people's standards, but to me he had a trash season because it didn't a lot of that stuff didn't like come with wins. Like, he had good performances, but like
For me, and it just is on Bron. For me, like, and I don't feel like Bron. I feel like Bron was chasing numbers like points. Like I feel like he was like, all right, look, we're gonna lose, but I'm just gonna,
Well, no, you can, but then you can tell that, and like also you just kind of like frustrated with the team because like after a while you see like Westbrook do some crazy shit. And
the funny part is this is how LeBron has played, and the funny part is like not the how he played, but the style he tried to play this year is how he has played his whole career, except the fact that he was deferring to Westbrook. And
yeah, me personally, I feel like I know why he wanted to defer to him.
Yeah, I get. Yeah,
but Westbrook is just someone you can't defer to.
You
can, but not LeBron. Not LeBron specifically.
You can't say that because you don't go get Westbrook unless you're going to defer to him. You can't expect him to shoot.
I'm saying yes, but not if he's playing the way he did this year. Yeah, no one expecting him to play that bad. So like, when you start seeing that, you can't defer those.
I will tell you, Westbrook has never, and I don't know if I've ever said this before, it's like in a group chat, but bro, Westbrook has always been a stat pad and bum to me. He has always had a crazy athleticism. He's always had high turnover numbers. He's always made dumb plays.
I've never thought Westbrook was like, he's had like the numbers, but he can he's one of those people like he's gonna go down as like one of the best, but like
he's not one of the he's not like one of the best.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's the numbers, of course this season was like kind of like a stat pattern season for LeBron, but we know what LeBron has done his entire career.
Yeah,
you can't discount on that. But Westbrook, it's just like I don't know, especially like when KD left, it's like he just started just like ramping it up, trying to prove a point, but like it wasn't translating to wins. Because even the season he had like average a triple double for the first time, they wasn't like that good.
I want to ask a question, and I want to ask Kavion this question, not Chris. Kavion, do you think Bron gets another ring before he hangs it up?
Nah. I don't think Bron.
Yeah, and I love Bron. I don't think so.
I love Bron. I don't hate on Bron as much as everybody else. I like LeBron as a player.
Yeah,
I feel like he's had his time. I feel like now, like he's still good. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the same LeBron that like I've been used to seeing.
Yeah,
and it's probably just due to age, and and like he's not surrounded by like good players. And, like they're good, but they're not really clutch players that you can really rely on.
Also, I do want to hit on that. A lot of people be like, because I'm not one of those Bron fans, but oh, he's playing with all these bums. He had the roster didn't fit him, but like it wasn't just bums. A lot of them just didn't play well this season. I feel like it was kind of admiration, but Bron, he played a part in that too. And I love Bron, so
it's nobody's fault, but more than Anthony Davis.
Well, yeah, he can't stay healthy.
AD has to stay healthy. That's another big thing too.
Hold that. It's how he. So I'm an Anthony Davis fan to the core, to the bone. He came from Kentucky. Like he's my guy. Like I will, and everybody knows. If you go to Kentucky, which you see when I post when I post for the pod on, if it's a Kentucky player, I'm gonna say he came from Kentucky. But
Yeah, his playing style changed though. So.
my guy, bro, get off the ground. I want us to go a live one game while they playing when the season start and count how many times he hits the ground. Bro, if he hits a shoot a jumper, he hitting the ground. He's going for a rebound, get contact, he hits ground. And all you hear is, hey, and shoot his own.
We should name the episode Dre's No Down.
Go hoop, bro. Like, go, bro. Bro. That man can literally put himself right there next to Giannis if he plays a more physical game and stop asking for the refs.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because he definitely he got the capability to be like top 2.
Yeah, most definitely.
Giannis,
He can shoot. He can
shoot.
He
can almost dribble.
He can play, man. He can dribble. He just he can
Guard,
play. He was a point guard. He was a point guard, in high school. But
yeah, so I mean, I would almost trust him to have the ball like I would Giannis. To be honest with you.
Anthony Davis. I feel like I don't know if it's just his work ethic or I don't know what it is. But it's and I can't say he got conceited or something or just got complacent after the championship because he was like that even before that. Really.
Yeah, remember he wanted to play center.
Yeah, I don't know, man, and I love Anthony Davis too, and you can see, especially the last season, before he had shut it down with the Pelicans, he was killing it. He was MVP candidate.
Right.
I don't know. I really hope that he can stay healthy, and also kind of go back to that Anthony Davis. I know he kind of changed it up somewhat, with playing with Bron, but thing is, Bron wanted him to take over, Bron, he wants him to do that. I don't know why he's it's he's waiting for somebody to hand him it. He's already handed him the keys to LA. Take it, and he's not taking it. So
I was gonna say basically, I mean, LeBron. If AD can actually step up, LeBron would just literally be there to, all right, my boy, I'm gonna take some of the heat off of you because they know, all right, in clutch they're gonna probably have to worry about me. So I'm gonna take some of the heat off of you. They're gonna probably double team me, so I'm gonna dish it out to you. Now, what you do after that?
Anthony Davis is a player that you can give him the ball and get out the way.
yeah,
He can get to the basket. He can hit his jumpers. Everything is in the arsenal for this man.
Again, I think him as a younger Giannis.
Huh?
I said I think of him as another Giannis.
Another
He
young.
can be if he really wanted to. Giannis.
but thing is, you can almost say when you peak levels, you can say he's just as I'm about to say he's just as good or better because if you see the numbers he's put up before, he's put up monster numbers. It's just that he can't sustain it for some reason.
Right.
He don't got that dog in him no more. It's once he made the world realize that he wasn't a number 1 overall pick for nothing. He really is that. It's right after Boogie Cousins left. Remember they was in New Orleans together?
Yeah, Cousins got hurt. That's one of my man, I love Cousins.
Bro, Cousins is my God. So I'm just gonna I'm a big fan of traditional basketball. Point guard that facilitates the ball, big man that plays though. I don't love the big man that shoot threes. This is me. I like a traditional power forward. I don't like the stretch forward. So this is me. So a center, Boogie used to be unstoppable.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was in Sacramento, and
He would go crazy. I don't want to get too off topic because we got to go back to the playoffs. But bro, what Boogie used to be crazy.
and that's another thing too, because his stuff didn't really translate to wins, but you can tell that he was that. So
yeah. So back to the playoffs. All right. So looking in, I would have never said the Heat was going to beat the Sixers.
Yeah, that was the easy way. I felt they were gonna win anyway, but I
thought I was gonna get better James Harden.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Harden. He only took 2 shots second half of that game.
For real?
Yeah, I don't know how you take 2 shots. That's why I sit you out there thinking about the trade Ben Simmons and Harden he said 0 points. But
At this
yeah.
point in my, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
But no, that's the point I was gonna make when I was talking about the contract situation. Even with the trade, it's like even if you would have kept Ben Simmons, it basically would have been the same deal. Because at this point, do you pay him? You're not.
well,
I feel like you can't pay Harden.
okay, so I said if you'd have kept Ben Simmons, you'd have still had Seth Curry and Andre Drummond.
No, I'm saying well, yeah, that. But I just feel like if you kept Simmons, you could have got a trade for someone else, and like also like you could have did like even like a sign and trade like during like the summer or something like that. But
There's no signing trade. I think he had like 3 years left on his deal, so he's not coming to a free agent. I think James Harden. If he'd have been the James, okay, no, because he
didn't have even like the Brooklyn. Like
I was just gonna say, if he was Brooklyn James Harden when he was facilitating, but at the same time in Brooklyn James Harden, he had Kyrie and KD when he was there last season. Because
Kyrie he was out for a good little stretch, and like it was really even KD was out for a stretch. And it was just hard for a minute. He was balling.
He can't. I don't know if he can't handle not being a superstar no more.
I think it couldn't be an ego thing like with him like wanting to be like a superstar because like if that's the case you don't take 2 shots. I'm just saying.
I don't think he want to be a superstar. He just want to hoop.
You couldn't want to hoop. You taking 2 shots.
Well, he just want to hoop in a way that when he don't. I think he's trying so hard not to feel like a ball hog or something. He's trying to change the narrative about him somewhere.
Yeah, I saw he's trying to change it up, but like within him changing it up, he's changing too much of his basketball identity. Because like, I'm not saying like be a ball hog, but like I feel like you gotta push the initiative. Because like when he was in Houston, you know what he's finna do.
So here's my thing though, and I used to say this all the time. When you watch Chris Paul play with the Rockets, remember the series against the Warriors? When James Harden was on the bench and it was Chris Paul and the supporting cast, they used to roll it. When James Harden came in, he stopped the ball.
But the thing is, he's always been that player. That's why
I think that's the problem I think that's the problem with the Sixers. He can't play off ball. He can't play in faster rhythm. And he's not Max. He's moving. He's doing what he can do.
But that's the point I'm making. That's why I don't think it's a good fit with Philly. Like if he's gonna play that style, because like me, I thought that he could potentially. Because like when he first got there, you saw that they was going and like they could. Mm-hmm. He wasn't really holding the ball a lot. He was getting it. Especially Maxey was going off when he first got there. He was helping him like go.
Kentucky boy.
But then all of a sudden it just stopped. So I really don't know. I don't understand what happened. But because him and the thing is he could stop the ball in Houston like that. It was his team and he was like that to score. I didn't agree with it with Paul on the team. If Paul wasn't on the team, yeah, it's like go off. But with Paul being on the team, it didn't work. But in Philly, it's like you can't play that way, especially with the pieces around you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be fun to see what they do in this offseason. They're gonna try to take some NFL shine. But did anybody really think Memphis could beat Golden State?
No.
No.
Not especially not with Ja. I thought even with Ja, he would probably go 7 games and they lose in Memphis. I thought it would probably be like that. But yeah, I didn't think like I didn't expect the Warriors to take the L like how they did that one night by like 50-something.
Yeah. But, I wasn't expecting it.
But I was talking to somebody at work and I was telling them like the Warriors definitely gonna win the next game. I'm like, ain't no way for them to get blown out and like have to go back to Memphis.
Especially in their own house.
Like especially without Ja, like because it's a toss up at that point. Even without Ja, you going back to Memphis, they be rocking in Memphis. And like they played well without Ja all season. So it's like you don't want to take that chance. So I was like, they gotta finish them for game 6 or like it's gonna be crazy for game 7. So they got it done. But Ja not being there, of course, helped. So a lot of people like gonna say that, which you can say that about any season with any team. So.
Well, especially when it comes to NFL. But man, even with Ja, they couldn't beat.
No, they weren't gonna beat them.
No.
Golden State is So my problem is, remember I said I love traditional basketball, but I think everybody feels me on this. I think Steve Kerr fell on. Well, Steve Kerr didn't even coach. Let's go back. That's Mark. I mean, the new coach of the. Why do they keep hiring these old coaches that was once a good coach? I mean, not a good, but once a head coach, got fired, became an assistant coach. Y'all keep promoting him.
Oh, Mike Brown.
Y'all doing? Y'all hired Mike Brown to coach De'Aaron Fox. I'm just man.
Yeah, we'll see with that. I feel like he only got the job because he's coaching with the Warriors. That's the only. I feel like that's the only reason.
Well, you know, like
And I'm not
sports
saying he's a
wise,
bad coach. I just don't think he's a head coach.
yeah. I mean, cause they like to pick off their tree, like if it like not trying to be funny, but you know, like okay, like how everybody try like to pick off the Patriots, like a lot of assistant coaches from the Patriots end up becoming head coaches. They usually don't last long because they try and do like what happens where they was from. So like they're not going to end up being well.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, and like don't get me wrong, Josh is a very great offensive coordinator, but like head coaching wise, I don't think he's like all in it.
Yeah, that's why certain coordinators like should just be coordinators. Like you got some coordinators that can like they can coach.
Yeah, yeah.
Josh
Some coordinators
McDaniels was not one. So
yeah, and that comes back to what Dre was saying. Like, I just think, like, you know, they be trying to pick off their little tree. So, you know, they play with a championship team. So, you know, they might have their mindset and everything. You might have that dog mentality that you want your players to have and everything. So, I think that's where that came from with that.
Mike Brown is going to get fired before that 4-year contract is up.
So I'm glad you said that because I was going to start something. We're under 10 minutes for our last little bit of the pod. So we got to wrap this up. It's getting pretty late for us. But I'm glad you said that because I feel like that was a good take. But for me, really quick, man, like, all right. So just quick, I'm gonna go. We need to start blitzing them off. For me, De'Aaron Fox, like, what do y'all think of him? Like his ceiling.
I like him.
I think he can be really good. He just played in Sacramento, and like
he has to leave Sacramento.
They always have inconsistent like coaching, front office,
Player
like everything, like different players getting traded. Like they traded what's his name? I forgot how to say his name, but traded him to Indiana. They got Sabonis now, but it's like he's never had like a consistent roster.
Yeah,
he never had a consistent coach. So it's like he's been really in a messed up situation, and like they've always had like cool seasons. So like you think they finna make the playoffs, and this is like they just crashed. But like I don't know. I definitely think if he on a different team, he can do something. But not with Sacramento.
He got to leave Sacramento.
I feel like he's gonna be like Boogie, without like the All-Star appearances. But he can. The thing is, he could be that. I personally see that in him. I don't see it in Sacramento though.
No.
Yeah, he's not going to be in Sacramento. Most definitely.
All right, so and it's another one. Are you taking just as out of the young boys? You give me. Okay, so Trae Young. What do y'all want them to do for next season? Like, I'm only saying that because with the same roster, they're not going. They'll get a first round exit again next year.
Yeah, they had the same roster basically 2 years in a row.
We know they need more, but ideally, what is more? Like in this league right now, who can you get that you feel like that pushes you? That's possible.
I mean, I say you speak about Trae.
You who?
Oh, you talking about Trae?
No, I'm saying like who do you add to that roster to help them out?
It's tough.
I mean, isn't Oladipo on his contract years for Miami?
Miami.
Huh?
He in Miami.
Yeah, I'm saying, but isn't he on his contract yet?
I think. I think he just signed an extension.
But Oladipo doesn't move the needle for them, even with Trae.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm saying, like, I feel like, and I wouldn't say he needs somebody else in the backcourt. I feel like he might need like either like a wing, like a forward, or like another big. Because like Clint Capella, he's nice. John Collins is even nice, but I feel like if he had like a real like all-star center, those like pick and rolls, like an all-star center or power forward, the pick and roll game would be crazy because like at that point you have to pay attention to somebody else other than Trae. You gotta pay attention to them too, because like you gotta watch for the lob, but it doesn't give that same threat.
At one point, will LaMelo Ball be a perennial All-Star?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yes, yes.
I believe that. Well, yeah, no doubt in my mind, especially in the East. So
This might be a hot take, but I feel like eventually he might become one of the best point guards in the East.
I wouldn't say it's a hot take, but I feel like everybody see that potential in him.
He can,
but he can. It just depends on his work ethic for real. Because like honestly, he can be as good as he want to be, but he got some growing up to do still. So.
All right, really
I feel like
since we on NBA, I just want to know, right, Chris? I know who your favorite center is, but who's the best center of all time?
Best center of all time?
Under 5 minutes, just run them off.
Like top 5 or just like the best?
Just one. Just give me the best center.
I would have to probably say Shaq for me.
Who you got, KV?
I'll probably have to say Shaq.
I think for me, I'm gonna go Elijah Wan.
Like I'm still because like it's my favorite center, but like Shaq, I feel like I just can't like discount his dominance.
Yeah, but I'm Elijah Wan murder Shaq.
Yeah, he's more skilled. That's why.
And that's why I'm going with him. And defensively, he's just good. But best power forward of all time, I think it should definitely be unanimous that it's Tim Duncan. I don't think anybody should argue that. Like, I mean, anybody but Tim Duncan.
From power forward?
Wait.
Yeah.
Power forward?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Tim Duncan got that.
Small forward is LeBron. Unanimous. 2 guard is Michael Jordan. Point guard is Magic Johnson. Is Chris Paul top 5?
Yeah.
Top 5?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would say I don't care about
who your top 5?
Point guards?
Yeah.
In order, I'm going to take, and it's because I got to go fast. I'm going to go Magic. Curry. Chris.
So you got Chris above Stockton.
Yeah, because I think Stockton is a product of Carmelo. And I give him credit for what he was, but I still think he's a product of Carmelo. Chris, I think I'm missing somebody, man. It's
you got Nash, Kidd, Thomas.
Not up there. Kidd, not up there. Zeke is okay. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go, man. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go. I can't think outside my head, but in my top 3. And I think only putting Curry over Chris Paul for me is because of his accolades.
I'll say top 5 probably be, of course, Magic. I would have to go probably Curry too. 3, gotta give me Stockton. I know you said probably Corbin alone, but I feel like he helped him just as much.
Agree. Yeah. Respect that.
4, this probably be an unpopular choice, but I love Jerry West.
I never went back and even tried to watch his highlights.
He's
like in that Will Chamberlain area for me. Like,
yeah, but Jerry West is nice. And probably I'll have to go probably Nash. I love Nash.
Yeah.
Top 5 Nash. That's hard.
I'm saying, and I'm not even talking about that's just like my top 5. But like I love Nash.
Yeah.
But KB, how you go?
Yeah. I mean, my top 5. Don't hate me. This is my top 5. I'll probably have to go Magic. Probably have to go. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Nash, so probably have to go Nash. Probably put Nash at number 2, but that's just my list. But after this, I would say Curry, Paul, and
it's so.
I would probably.
Oh, I know who the hell we forgot.
Who?
Oscar Robertson.
See, Big O is like.
See, no. I know we wasn't in the era, but shit, I don't give a fuck if I was in the era or not. I can't leave Oscar Robertson out of my top 3. So,
all right. So point guard, I'm gonna switch to the NFL version of point guard. Quarterback, we got like 1 minute 15 seconds left. Quarterback. So for me, my goal is Peyton Manning. But that I'm going Tom Brady. I'm going Joe Montana. I'm going to go John Elway. Then I'm going to go Steve Young.
Right. Go ahead.
My top 5. My top 3. I'm gonna go Tom Brady, Peyton, And I'm gonna say Joe.
Well, I got Brady. I got Manning. I got Joe, Elway, Breeze.
Okay.
I don't care.
I like it. I like it. I don't know what Drake talking about, but I don't know what he's talking about.
You're gonna go.
I like it.
You put okay. So really quick. Drew Brees before the Steve Young.
I don't care about them accolades. You just said Stockton was a product of Carvalho. He was a product of all the damn weapons he had in San Francisco. So Drew Brees in my top 5. So yes, sir.
I feel like
Drew Brees is not a bad pick. You know.
Listen, I don't give a damn what he talking about. Drew Brees my top 5.